I'm appalled at what you said on that pod thing. It's disgusting.
This is the After the Show podcast. It's where we get honest and real with yo ass. So sit back, relax, have a blast, because it's time for the After the Show podcast.
Yeah, hello and welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast. Happy Tuesday. Back from a 3-day weekend, which maybe people need a vacation from the vacation. I don't know.
Depends on how hard you went.
Yeah, sounds like you dialed it up right, Virginia.
Yes, I went hard and then I laid hard.
You did? Okay. Yeah. You burned it out, what, Saturday? And
Friday night, Saturday night, and then I just chilled.
You did? Okay. Had to lay down, huh?
I had to lay down and have a talk with myself. Girl, calm down.
Calm down.
Maybe shots of Fireball at 2 p.m. is not the best route.
So that's how you're going to start the day, or is that?
That's how I started the day on Saturday.
Ooh, yeah. It's going big.
You know what? At least it wasn't at 2 a.m. on Saturday.
It's true.
Yeah.
Trying to think, half full of the bottle.
Bird got to see some water, did a little kayaking. That boat was okay. It sounds like the rougher boat on the Gulf was a little bit more tough for you.
What had happened was there was a few different things because I even asked my doctor if I'm able to do these kind of activities, and there's the river stuff that's peaceful, and there was some kind of a mix up where we ended up not getting the certain kind of peaceful thing we were going to do, and I ended up on this big giant boat. And it was just, the waves were fucking insane. And I got thrown around like a rag doll.
Yeah.
And I really am trying to put myself in situations where I'm not getting, it just is one of the things, it happened so quick. I was on a boat, and then and going up was fine. It was coming back. And the waves were just choppy as shit. And did a number on my fucking body. That's why I'm moving a little. I'll be fine. Everything will be cool. But that's why I'm walking around like Yoda today. I just got thrown around like a rag doll.
Yeah, I got you.
Even trying to hold on, I couldn't do it.
Dang.
Yeah. We did some restaurants over the weekend. One thing, good little find maybe put on your radar. We got a pizza from that Juliana's. Supposed to be the best pizza in America. Somebody named it that. I think it was like USA Today. They're out of Brooklyn. Been there for a while, and they just opened up in Nora. And we got a little pizza for my son, Cannon, and my wife pretty much ate the whole thing by the time we got home. She's like, it was really good pizza. She loved it.
Loved it.
Pretty good. It was good. Yeah, I was like, it's decent pizza.
Best ever?
I don't know if she would rank it that way, but I know I don't typically see her attack pizza in that manner. So it's above average, at least for her. And I thought it was good. I had a little bit of it.
Did you just have pizza, or did you get down on some other shit, like a mozzarella stick?
No, we didn't do anything like that. Just got the pizza.
It's too crazy.
Yeah, we were just getting pizza. I thought we were just getting it for Cannon. And then we got home like, well, do we need to go back and get him another pizza? Or how are we doing with that? So, yeah, so we went to a couple different places. It was all good, kind of fun to check out. So a little bit of variety on that. And, I did some watching stuff I haven't been able to see yet. A lot of dorky stuff you guys would absolutely hate. In fact, I put it on my wife's to sleep in 5 minutes.
I did some dorky stuff too. It wasn't just me in boats. I went to a lot of antique stores where we were at. They had a shit ton of antique stores.
Ooh, I love antique stores.
Too, man.
That is fun to me.
And there was a lot of ones I was kind of impressed. The ones in the area we were at weren't overly expensive. Sometimes people have real dicky prices. I thought they were priced fairly.
In Palm Beach County, I have noticed they are very dicky with what they got. I went in one on Friday. I was running just to get a gift. I went into a place that calls themselves a refurbisher. So they take things and then they fix them up and make them beautiful. And I was appalled at the prices.
Yeah, it actually brings out an anger because we get it. Everyone's got to make their nut. But then there's times where you go,
all right,
slow your roll.
It's a candle holder.
Exactly.
Why is it $385? I know you bought this at an estate sale and paid $50.
Well, that's the big knock on Net or Etsy sometimes where, again, I respect anybody that makes stuff and crafts stuff and does art. But then there's always that asshole who overcharges for something. Like, dude, I get that you think you made this unbelievable thing out of oak and it looks great. It's not worth $2,500.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. You said that somebody was shaking you down trying to get you to buy a wheelbarrow?
Yeah, there's a guy that wants me to buy. Did I tell you this story yet? No. There's a guy that wants me to buy this wheelbarrow, and I've told him I don't want it. I said, dude, I don't want the wheelbarrow. And I've told him that 3 times now. I said, dude, I just don't want the wheelbarrow. I guess it's an antique wheelbarrow. He knows I collect antique stuff. And I finally, by the 3rd time, it got uncomfortable. I said, leave me alone, please. I don't want your fucking wheelbarrow.
Those things are big.
Yeah. Also, his approach it just was off. I didn't like his approach.
And if it's an antique, it's probably not going to be something you can actually use and work out of. And then you just have, it's yard art that's big.
Well, I just don't like when you say no to somebody more than, 3 times, and then they keep on. That's why people get pissed off at the panel people that come to your house. Because it's like 8 o'clock at night, I don't want any fucking panels. I don't want any solar panels. But seriously, have you seen these? Get the fuck off my lawn.
Yeah, like I give you one polite,
Yes.
I'm not interested. And after that, it's like, all right, come on.
After your 5th me saying no, now I feel like, dude, I
know you're trying to,
harassed.
but it ain't going to work.
Right.
Like, we're not going to go anywhere here. Shout out to Sean. Yeah, I was at Waterstone. Nice little place. In fact, it's the Sea Spray Inlet Grill. It's not far from Camino Real in Boca. It's on the water right there by the bridge.
Oh, yeah, I know Waterstone.
Yeah, it was nice. Yeah, I saw Sean. He came by and gave me a nice little fist bump in the hall. So it was good seeing you, Sean.
Yes, we've been to that
Lovely
place.
day. Yeah, it's nice. It's, if you're looking for places where you can be by water and get some cocktails, they got a nice bar right out there.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, it's a good little thing to know. And sometimes you don't think about places like that because it's in like a hotel. But yeah, you can get access and go right through to the water.
All these hotels, they all have a bar and they all have a restaurant. And if you act like you're supposed to be there, you can just kind of trance right through.
Yeah, we just walk right through. I think they're cool with that. I don't think they had any issue whatsoever.
The whole time I was in Spring Hill, and the whole time I was thinking Kevin would love it just because there were a lot of bars with water and great views.
Yeah, I want to go check out that area. I've not done the Springs. I'd love to do either paddleboarding or kayaking. I'd love that. So who knows? Maybe this summer I'll get up there and do what you did.
It is fun.
I hear Spring Hill's really quaint. And if anybody has any suggestions, because that's what I'd look for. I'd love to have a nice little town. I love Key West style, old looking ass bars like Robbie's. That's right there on the water. You can kind of chill out. And the Keys has so many of those. If that's the right town, I'll go there.
We were in an area where it was littered with manatees, and every fucking manatee I saw had scars all over their body. It wasn't even, it wasn't just like it was 3. It was every manatee I saw had some kind of like big old wound on it.
Yeah, that's rough. I hate to see that. But I guess it's just the nature, dangerous waters out there.
They're so adorable. Obviously you can't hug the manatee, but I wanted to fucking hug that thing.
Well, they're just so chill. I don't know of many animals that are that chill. And there's a lot of animals that are in the water that are not chill.
Definitely.
Like an otter.
Oh my gosh. That me and Denny saw.
You would think it'd be the opposite. Like otters, everybody I ever talk to, you talk to Amy at Bush Wildlife, she's like, the biggest asshole we have here is that otter.
I believe it.
Yeah, she said he's nasty. And I've heard that. The otters are all pretty nasty. They got a really bad disposition. I mean, imagine if a manatee had an otter's disposition and it was reversed.
Oh my gosh.
Me and Denny's, we saw it go down. We saw basically an otter prison fight right by his house on like the little dock area. I think it was 3-on-3. So you had 6 otters and they were just fucking each other up left and right, screaming.
Right.
It sounded
Isn't
horrifying.
It wild? Yeah, it's just sometimes there are these animals that they're an X factor. and they're just like chihuahuas.
Well, otters trick you because they got a face like a teddy bear. They're
cute.
So you're like,
They're adorable.
Oh, look at this little otter. And then
I think that otter just pulled out a fucking knife.
Yeah. Yeah, they are unruly, man. They chew your face off.
he is not a teddy bear.
He's not like $8 Jug Band Christmas.
No.
Nuh-uh. Yeah, and I finally watched that Age of Disclosure. And I watched another one that Virginia would hate. It was called S4, the Bob Lazar story. So,
Oh, Bob Lazar.
I'm well steeped in alien nerd stuff. So.
Me too. And
Yeah.
Bob Lazar, he's big in the alien community world and a controversial figure at that as well.
They're informative, though. I know how UFOs fly now, Virginia.
Oh, you do?
Explains a lot.
Propulsion?
He loves talking propulsion.
No, it's actually, they just kind of create their own gravity field, basically, is what they do. And so they bend time and space.
Whoa.
As they travel. They don't have propulsion. They don't give off heat signatures or whatever. They almost create this bubble. That's why when they take photos of them, they look blurry. And everybody that was talking about, a lot of the pilots, they would see like a flat disc or something like that inside of a bubble. They're inside of a bubble that they use kind of magnetism, and it bends and twists and all that stuff. The Bob Lazar story kind of breaks down how they fly. But it's a fascinating thing. So they've even worked out the propulsion on these things and how they do what they do. And it's an element that they need to have that we don't have here on Earth readily.
Lazar, he's got quite a story too. And at one point, he did have a propulsion boner at one point.
He worked at Area 51. He and some buddies, he was showing them because they were flying the UFOs that they had. And he and some buddies, he's like, he wanted to prove to them. And so they went and they watched it and they got caught. And then they got his name. And immediately they're like, dude, this is not what we talked about when you signed this non-disclosure agreement.
He had, in his past, there was some prostitution shit that he got involved with. And of course, they're looking for any dirty little secret you got to discredit you. And that was always the thing that would, they'd always bring that up, trying to say, you can't trust this guy. He's out trolling hookers. You're going to believe this guy. And that's what they do to try to discredit people. They'll go in there, they'll find your dirty secret and say, you're going to believe this fuck?
Does he have a theme song? How Lazar. How Lazar. How Lazar. That'd be a good one for him.
I just want to see how long the uncomfortable would last.
How Lazar. How Lazar.
Bob Lazar. All right, it's kind of a banger.
Let's pitch it to him.
Bob Lazar.
Yeah, but they, because as he was there, he got to see all of it, see how they flew and all that stuff. And so they did a recreation. So you could see the models of, supposedly what they have at Area 51. There's like 9 different craft.
Wow.
That's a good point. People always bring, the naysayers always say, why isn't every time we get video, it's this blobby thing that we can't make?
That's why, yeah.
Take pictures of certain shit up from a distance. A lot of times it's going to look blurry.
Mm-hmm. That's why they don't have any noise or anything like that. Yeah, not shooting out the back of them. And then they can go right into the water, Virginia. They don't create any kind of friction as they go. They can go through the water at 200 miles an hour.
In that bubble.
Yeah, that's what it is. So it doesn't push like normally we are propulsing through the air and it, you have friction, all that stuff. As they do it and creating that bubble, they can go sky into the water, no problem whatsoever. No water displacement.
The one that
It's wild.
scares me the most is the large black triangle one, because the reports on this type of UFO or craft, they're so massive and so large to the point where they go, it blocks out the sky.
Yeah.
And
Size of 3 football fields.
There's
some of them.
no sound.
Yeah,
and
no sound.
they can get super low, and they're this massive
Hover,
shit.
whatever. Yeah.
And there's no sound going on, and then it just all of a sudden takes off without no noise. You go, what the fuck was that? Those scare me because it blocks out the sky.
They have something in the craft that bends time and space in front of where they're going, projecting. And as they turn, then the little things project in that direction that they want to go. And that's how they're able to zip and dip and all that stuff. So it's almost like they're falling down a hole. So as they create it, it's like, they just seamlessly go that direction.
There's a lot of crazy theories going on out there. Stuff that you talked about it 10 years ago, and people would go, all right, put down the Doobie Brother. But now...
Well, that's what's really cool about the Age of Disclosures. There's so many high-level people in there that are talking about, what's going on. And So it gives it a lot of credibility with what they've seen and said. And comboing the two together, it really kind of laid it all out clearly.
Well, and these aren't typically people I would say are the life of the party, trying to make people laugh, joke. I mean, they're serious people.
Yeah,
so when they're talking, you're like, oh, shit.
Yeah. So I watched a lot of stuff that Virginia would have hated.
Did we scare you?
Howlazar, howlazar.
She's ready to sing.
Do 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 do.
Got an email here from one of our KVJ Nationers that's been with us for a while, taking Patron shots with Virginia at Bar Louie during a Name That Movie segment.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
And now I watch the
Bar
segments every
Louie.
week. Yeah, that's going way back.
That's a minute ago.
Yeah, name that movie segment. What shit? What is that?
Bar Louie ain't even there anymore.
Damn, we miss you, Bar Louie.
That's right.
They had good. I liked their food. I thought they had good food. No?
Yeah, I think they did have good food.
I like it.
I love that Bar Louie. Yeah, I go there a good bit. It was fantastic. Just didn't make it. She said, I never laughed out loud more during a show than I have today during the accent punishment of Do It Bitch. I'll definitely be turning this into a game for adult game night.
That was awful.
It was terrible. I completely underestimated. I got into it. I'm like, okay, this sucks. This is
And you
terrible.
wanted to do it for the whole show.
No,
I was
I'm
like, oh,
we're not.
gosh.
No, one segment. I can't even do one segment. This is god awful.
It's hard to sustain.
It's one of them bits where half the audience is going to really enjoy it, and the other half is going to go, you guys need to shut the fuck up.
This half of the audience hated it.
Half the host hated it.
Right.
I loved it.
They're just
We
the
know.
audience, yeah.
I
There's a
didn't
half
even
that loved
I
it.
didn't even lose it. I jumped into the punishment.
You wanted it so bad.
And boy, I tell you, there's a couple hot button issues you just know that people are always going to have opinions on, whether they be e-bikes or something like that that's got their thing. The abuse of service dogs and taking them places. Tracy said, "Yeah, I work in a doctor's office, and my biggest ick is when people bring in their dogs."
It's when people are breaking the rules in the system.
Yeah, I got so many messages about that today.
Well, I love dogs, and it's just where you need to have a sanitary environment, whether it be a restaurant or a doctor's office and places like that. Be like, let's just make a few exceptions. Look, I love guns too, but I don't think they belong in absolutely every single little corner of society.
And also, too, I mean, a dog's going to just dog. And a lot of times it's usually the owner is the reason why the dog's an asshole.
Yeah.
And, you just, when it comes to all that stuff, you really got to look at the owner, too. Is the owner doing a great job of watching their dog, making sure their dog don't act a fool? Because that's what you should be doing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Well, we got an email from Anastasia. She said, my brother lives in the Seattle area, and he brought the story of the World Cup drama up. It's Iran versus Egypt, and gay pride is also happening at the same time. And Iran and Egypt, they said, no rainbow gay pride flags near the stadium. We don't want to see them. So that's a big fight going on in Seattle right now. Yeah, World Cup is going to be kicking off here pretty quick.
Oh, kicking off.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I saw that we will not let the Iranian team stay in the U.S. They got, I think, 3 matches here or something like that. I think they're going to stay in Mexico. So,
Or they fly in and fly out?
I would guess so. I'm not sure how they're going to be working all that out specifically, but yeah, I just heard a little snippet on that today. And then, of course, we got our own games that are going to be coming up here at Hard Rock Stadium. But they had to take, I think they had to take all the logos down off the stadium.
Really?
Yeah. They weren't going to give Hard Rock the free publicity with the World Cup.
Huh.
I don't know if they've ever done that. They ever taken down the Hard Rock logos and all that for anything? I don't think that's ever happened.
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so either.
Not that I've heard of.
Yeah. Well, Argentina might be playing without Lionel Messi. He walked out of the game on Sunday night in the 73rd minute, as it was, I think, a 4-4 tie when he left. They were taking on Philadelphia, and it was raining in Miami, and there were some videos of they put up kind of like a tarp that goes around so the crowd, you could have it where the pitch was pretty wet, and they said that could have actually contributed to the hamstring issue. They say that it looks like he's got some kind of a hamstring concern. They don't know how severe it is yet.
Dude, that is one of the worst kind of injuries, is a hamstring.
Yeah, right.
I
yeah.
mean, I had a really bad, you guys saw me when I was stretching in front of the Dolphins cheerleaders.
Yes.
I mean, I fucked up my hamstring bad.
Yeah.
To a
But those cheerleaders thought you were so cool.
I don't think they did. Actually,
didn't.
They did not. No, I was way drunk, way early.
Yeah.
It just was not a good show for the Denny's had to basically like army pick me up to get me to the car. I remember Virginia looking, going, "What the fuck is happening?"
Yeah. No, it's legit. I remember Ohio State, they have a receiver. He's actually the number one receiver in the NFL now. I think his name's Jackson Smith and Jig. But when he played for the Buckeyes, I think he got hurt in the second game of the year. And it was a hamstring. I'm like, all right, well, he'll be next week or the week after. He didn't make it back the entire season.
Dude.
Wow.
He was out in week 2 with a hamstring and done for the year. I was like, what?
Yes, if you have a bad hamstring pull, which I did, I couldn't even drive. I remember I had to get rides because I couldn't even put pressure down.
Yeah.
It was that. I mean, I went too far with my stretching.
And it sounds so delicious, but no, it's not.
Oh, we were
Ham and
just.
string?
I think it was the very first thing we did in Miami, so I'm all jacked up.
You couldn't wait.
Right.
Oh my God, we got to make our splash.
I'm going to snap this hammy.
All right, cool. I just broke my leg.
That was the beginning of Jaybird not being able to walk well.
Yeah.
So Engineer Key said Jaybird was saying something about Messi Nessie being on a shirt. Well, here's an image. It is the body of the Loch Ness Monster with Lionel Messi's face on it.
Oh, that's nice.
Now we're talking.
You could probably sell those
Oh, yeah.
like black market style kamikaze in front of the stadium.
You could do figures. You could make them 3D print them, put a jersey on that.
I think people would buy that.
Hell yeah, I'd buy that. I'm not even a soccer fan because every time I bring it up, I get yelled at because I get it wrong.
He also gave us more DJ Thunderstick. If you missed last week, Jaybird had a dream that I was an EDM DJ Thunderstick.
Ooh,
That belongs on a shirt.
that guy is rad.
Yeah, we got a few. In fact, the thumbnail for the show on Friday, Mike made a few. This was the show thumbnail for Friday. There's DJ Thunderstick doing his thing.
Oh my gosh, that
On the ones and
guy
twos.
gets laid.
Oh, DJ Thunderstick brings the heat, y'all.
Should have been an EDM DJ, huh? Yeah. Oh, boy, I saw this. I'm like, if there would ever be a great punishment for Jaybird, there is a new EDM hotel. It's going to be opening up in Miami.
Oh, shit, that. And let me guess, it's only 97 feet tall.
There's a DJ, his name's Kygo, and he is, I don't know if he's the face. I don't know if he's got enough money to open that up, but it's only 37 floors.
Oh, that's
Okay.
it? Okay.
Yeah, for downtown Miami, that's not too bad, but they are going to have a badass rooftop bar for all the EDM shows you can handle.
Oh,
Rooftop
Jaybird.
pool.
You're describing my hell. Other than me being forced to take an algebra test, that's my hell. That would be horrible.
And they say, too, it's going to feature Palm Tree lifestyle perks, and you'll get access to Palm Tree festivals, members-only lounges, exclusive experiences, and more. Palm Tree Festival, that's the one that they just plunked down into West Palm this last year. That's a Palm Tree Festival.
Huh.
I don't know who these people are, but I guess they do these kind of festivals all over the world, and I still randomly starting to promote. I'm like, why did they choose West Palm? It's the weirdest thing. And then they've got that 5 o'clock somewhere show that's coming up here in 2 weeks with the Ella Langley. And
It's a destination here.
yeah, and
And
they're
a
out
lot
of
of these
towners
people
too.
travel. They travel and they have apparently a lot of disposable income to spend on EDM.
But that's how I know I'm getting old, because I watched a EDM, like just a clip of it on YouTube, a festival, and I was exhausted just watching the clip.
There's so much jumping.
It's like,
It's jumping on beat, and the beat is so fast. I'm like, oh, this is some aerobics.
like every girl's got damp bangs.
Yeah.
I would die, I think, if I had to go out there.
Yeah.
One song in, I'm like,
song.
all right, I gotta sit, y'all.
As soon as if I even try to I think it's over.
So I can just imagine you staying at an EDM hotel in Miami.
Oh gosh.
And going to the rooftop for the show.
That's not my cup of soda.
Yeah. Yeah, so Mandy had asked, or Mindy, is the old Sunfest staff involved? Now, they're doing the promotion. I think they're doing the staging. That's kind of the word that I got talking to our promotions director, but it's some out-of-town company that I think's booking the talent and all that stuff. Because Ella Langley now, I can't imagine. I mean, I know you guys aren't country people, but I think you've heard her name, and that girl's huge. I mean,
Yes,
she's had
she is.
number one albums, and she just swept whatever the ACMs that they just did, and so that's a pretty big name to have her as a headliner one night.
It's got the feel that there's someone else involved.
It is, yeah. It's whoever this group is. There's another group, but it's almost like the Palm Tree Festivals. We've got all these 3 different festivals now, and these 3 different companies have chosen West Palm as the place for them to, all of a sudden, it's a hot spot for festivals. Which, I don't know, I guess they love that waterfront area, but I mean, you can only fit, 18 to 20. I guess it's probably about like Bayfront, though, in Miami.
It is nice, though.
It's
It really is
beautiful.
next level
is, yeah.
area.
Yeah, so I guess that's something that West Palm is going to be Festival City now. And they're going to have that hotel in Miami. Now, if you're more into the food stuff, got a word here from Ashley saying apparently Sweet Tomatoes is going to be cranking open some new locations around the U.S.
Okay.
You ready?
Oh, I get a sweet tomato boner. I mean,
Said they had an official soft grand opening for one in Fort Myers. The lines were down the block. They closed all the locations in 2020 during COVID, and now they're trying to open up some around the U.S. It's the second one so far that opened up.
my only knock, if I could sit down with the Sweet Tomatoes people, I would just say, more cheese. You're a salad place. Let's get a variety of cheeses, not just one.
They had one cheese?
They only, I
One
swear to you,
cheese.
there's no more than 2 cheeses, and I think there's just one. You got to have at least, I mean, you're a salad place. You got to have 9 cheeses at minimum.
You got to have feta. You
Yeah.
got to have blue. You got to have cheddar.
And I think you got to
You got to have parm.
You got to have a fuck ton of dressings too. And I'm not necessarily supporting the little amount of dressing. I think we could do better, Sweet Tomatoes.
Okay, more varieties.
I'd like to talk to them. I really feel like I could have good ideas for them.
Well, there's several places that are trying to reinvent themselves and come back and say, hey, we made it big one time. If we could dust off this old brand and do the right things, then maybe we could do it again. Not only Sweet Tomatoes, Hooters, they're trying to reinvent themselves. They want to be more family-friendly, kind of a casual beach restaurant chain. And they addressed some of the uniforms and said, I think the image of Hooters got all about the chicks and, it's a smutty place. And that's not what it was supposed to be. Here's one of the originators of Hooters that now got back into the game, and they're trying to reclaim the old glory.
They had taken the Hooters girls' uniforms, over-sexualized it, I call it. The shorts almost turned into thongs. And frankly, that was never the intent of the brand. This was created in 1983 as an escape or an oasis. It's a beach community. It's a beach theme type of thing here in Clearwater. So that was very upsetting. And of course, today on social media, when you see pictures of people wearing the uniform inappropriately, it affects other markets and affected us. So we just wanted to rectify, get the brand back to its roots. I call it a re-Hooterization.
Re-Hooterization.
Sorry, dog, but
I'm taking my Hooters back.
sorry, dog, but hate to break it to you, titties win.
Look, titties won for a long time.
Titties win,
and it's very
man.
convenient that he's saying that now. But when he was cashing fat checks on the backs of them titties, he wasn't saying shit.
Look, titties win.
I think he's
Titties won for a long time.
Because he gave it up, and I think he's saying that when he gave up and they sold off, that they made it too smutty and they took it in the wrong direction, and then he's bought back in and has taken it over. He said, it didn't happen on my watch. When I gave it up, then y'all messed it up, and I'm here to revive Hooters.
How quick into it did he give it up?
Yeah,
Because I want to see the timeline for them titties.
we're not trusting that clip.
And we're not trusting that clit.
Now, the one thing they're going to be doing is they're going to be offering promotions like kids eat free nights, and they've toned down some server uniforms after criticism the recent outfits had become too revealing, they say.
I mean, this is how you get the bird not into a Hooters.
Yeah, right. More kids, less ass.
Less fun, less titties.
So no titties, but we got toddlers. I'm out.
Well, and then you've got that one guy that has, I think, 80 Pizza Hut franchises. And in those 80, at least, he is going to bring back the 80s Pizza Hut. He said everything we did, from the look, decor, the chandeliers we had to the red cups to the Pac-Man games, the tablecloths coming back, the recipes, everything.
Look, that story has got some kind of heat behind it because I heard people talking about that when I was on vacation over the weekend on the West Coast. They were bringing up about Pizza Hut and people love the nostalgia.
It's a smart move.
Yeah, they were bringing up the red cups like they always do. It does bring out a happiness.
Yeah. Which one do you think has the best chance for a big comeback? Because we've got 3 that are trying it. Sweet Tomatoes, Hooters, Pizza Hut.
I mean, after the fucking pitch you just gave to Hooters, they're in last place.
Okay, no chance on that.
More kids, less titties. Nah, we out.
I personally think Pizza Hut would be the one that could possibly come back. People love nostalgia if they did it right.
Okay.
I agree. And didn't your mother's water break in an 80s or 70s?
Yeah.
Pizza Hut?
At 1977, she's eating pizza at Pizza Hut. She's like, oh, shit, we got to go.
Yeah.
And I love pizza.
Now, I don't think that any of these Pizza Huts are going to be in Florida, at least not that I've seen yet. But the hope might be that if this guy does it and it becomes successful, that if you had a Pizza Hut, you'd be like, do I want to stick with the modern Pizza Hut that's losing money, or do I want to go back to the old retro hut and try it that way?
That's just it, too. It might be cool in the beginning where it gets some hype because of the nostalgia factor. Could you sustain that Pizza Hut model?
Is it sustainable for years?
Will Pizza Hut then all of a sudden be back on the map? I don't know.
KVJ TV thinks that Sweet Tomatoes has the best chance for a big comeback. 43%.
Whoa.
Are putting their money there.
Look, I ain't mad at that answer. Let's go right now, y'all.
37% are going with the Pizza Hut retro, and the Hooters getting back to their old ways at 20%. Yeah. All right. Yeah, we'll see. There's just other places that have kind of filled the void of Hooters, whether it be Twin Peaks, whether it be Buffalo Wild Wings, where you kind of already get that. In fact, I would say that if you're looking for the family, I think Buffalo Wild Wings has kind of filled that spot.
Definitely.
And probably with better wings, and they had better sports TV coverage.
Oh, without a doubt.
So I don't know what a revamped Hooters with less ass, more kids is really going to...
Are they going to put it in the same building it was in on Palm Beach Lakes? Because they're doing something to that building.
They are.
It's under construction.
I don't know.
Okay, that's quite.
Are they going to hoot again with less tits, more kids?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. The bone piece is not there.
Not getting this bird going.
No, you got me on Pizza Hut and you got me on Sweet Tomatoes, but
your stick's not thundering.
DJ Thunderstick, I am not.
How do you feel about this, Virginia? Alberto thinks you should try it, would like it. It's Hers Old Bay cheese curls with Old Bay seasoning.
Hers does good stuff.
I'll try it.
Said I saw it at a dollar store, but they sell it at Walmart's. It's Old Bay flavored cheese curls.
Look, I'll try any snack once.
You like Hers, don't you?
I've had a few Hers that I enjoy. Old Bay is not my favorite. If you're from Louisiana, you don't use a lot of Old Bay. Old Bay is like something you use in the Northeast. In Louisiana, we use something called Zatarans.
Okay, yeah.
Or Tony Chachere's. Mm-hmm. It's just different seasoning. People in Louisiana make fun of Old Bay.
They do. Okay.
Insider, FYI. You wouldn't know that if you weren't from Louisiana. Louisiana people make fun of Old Bay.
Zataran sounds like a badass Star Wars character's name.
Zatarans be bringing that heat.
It's good, yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever that seasoning that you gave me, the Cajun stuff, I've been using that at the Bloody Marys. It's good.
Tony Chachere's?
Might be.
Yeah.
Whatever one you gave me.
It's good stuff.
You like that heat with that drink.
I do. I love the heat, man. I'm the one gringo that loves that heat. Just can't get enough.
You love it in a drink, you love it in a wife.
That's right, I do. Spicy, baby. Give it
Bring
to me.
it, mama.
Yeah.
This milky daddy needs it.
All right. You're like one comment away from really making Kevin
I hate that worse than your joke earlier.
DJ Thunderstick.
Out. All right, y'all. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Goodbye.